Do you want to learn how to create a coming soon mode for your websites? Hello guys, today in this video I'm going to teach you guys how you can put your website in coming soon mode using Elementor page builder. We're going to use Elementor page builder to create a template for our coming soon mode, our coming soon page, and then we're going to use it to set our websites to a coming soon mode. So without wasting time, let's get started with the video. So we are right here in our admin dashboard, and what we can do now is to install Elementor. That is, if you don't have Elementor installed, it's very simple. Just come down to plugins and add new, then search for Elementor and then install and activate it. So when you have Elementor installed and activated, what you need to do now is to come down to Elementor and then select tools. So under this tools section, you will see our maintenance mode here. This is what we need to select, and here this is where you can either put your website in maintenance mode or coming soon mode. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to be using coming soon because that is what we want to use. It's going to return HTTP 200 code, meaning the website is ready to be indexed. And this you can put your website in coming soon mode for as long as possible, and Google will treat your website like a website that is ready to be indexed. But if you should use maintenance mode, Google won't index the websites, and you're just basically telling them to come back a short time later. So it is not recommended to use this mode for more than a couple of days. So what we're going to do now is to select coming soon mode, and then here we can select who can access the website whenever we activate our coming soon mode. So you can either choose logged in if you want any logged in user to access the website, or you can either choose custom. I will just choose custom for the sake of this tutorial. So only administrators can access this website when we have it under coming soon mode. Now moving on, it says choose templates. If you check here, I have a template coming soon mode by THEWPBRO. We're not going to be using this. We're going to create a new template. It says to enable maintenance mode, you have to set a template for the maintenance mode page, or you can just say your coming soon mode page. So select one or go ahead and create one now. So we're going to create one now, and here I'm just going to give it a name of coming soon page templates, anything you want to name it. I'm just going to say coming soon templates, and then I'm going to click edit with Elementor. So this is what we're going to be editing, and we're going to be creating our coming soon page template. So let me just say this right now. If you need a ready-made template, what you're going to be creating here, if you just want to get this template and then just import it to your website and get started with the creation of your coming soon mode, I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can download these templates for free of charge, so you won't have to start redesigning from scratch again. So without wasting time, let's just start designing for those that want to learn how to design this type of web page. So to do that, just click on this plus icon and then select this first option. So here, this is where we're going to, this is the only section we need for this tutorial. So first thing we need to do is to come down here, select these 9 buttons here, and we're going to drag in our heading. So the heading has coming soon. I'm just going to copy this and I will paste it here, and then I'm going to center it. Now moving on to style, our text color is going to be 17 17 17, and then our typography is going to be inter, our family is going to be inter, and then the size is going to be 50, and then our weight is going to be 700. So I already know the values I'm going to be using for each of these elements, so you can just follow along so as to make this tutorial a little bit faster. So I'm not going to be experimenting since I already know the values for each of these elements. So moving on to text, moving on to the next thing, we're going to drag in text editor, and then I'm going to come back here to copy this. So I'm just going to copy this and then I'll paste it here. So let me just give this space. So the next thing we're going to do now is to align this one also to the center. So we need to come to style, and then under alignments we need to choose center. So the text color also is going to be 17 17 17. All right, so the typography for family is going to be inter, and then we're done for this text editor. So click on this 9 dot icon again, and then we're going to drag in another element named button. So first thing we need to do is to change the size to about medium, and then we're going to center it. So the reason why I'm using this button is to collect emails from people that visit our website, so you can notify them when your website is live. On a normal day, you can just add a form here, but the feature, a form to receive emails, but the feature is only available in the pro version. So if I should search for forms, okay, we can see it here. It says it is only available in the pro version. So one thing you can do is to add a button, and then this button is going to, when they click this button, is going to redirect to the link you put here. So this link can just be your subscription link for MailChimp that you created on MailChimp. So when you click on this link, they'll be redirected to your MailChimp link, and then they can subscribe to your newsletter there, or maybe any other email marketing software you use. And if you don't have anyone currently, you can just create a Google Forms to collect their names and then emails. So when you collect the names and emails, you can connect it to your Google Sheets, and then when you need to import those contacts into your MailChimp or any other email marketing software you might be using, you can just download the CSV file and upload the contacts there. So it will be easy for you to reach out to them when your website is now live on the internet. So let's edit this button now. If you should check this template we have here, it says join the wait list, and then we're just going to put that here in the text, join the wait list. So as you can see, we have an icon here. So this icon is showing them that if you should click on this link, they will be redirected to an external website. So we're going to come down to icon, and then we're going to select icon library, and here we're going to search for external and then insert it. So we have it there. Now what we're going to do is to put it after, so that is nice. And then the icon spacing is going to be 13. All right, so moving on to style, our color is going to be 17 17 17. All right, and then our border radius is going to be 50 all through. Okay, looking good. So we're going to remove the padding here, and I'm going to add 15 to the top, 40 to the right, 15 to the bottom. Okay, I said 15 to the top, 15 to the top, and then also 15 to the bottom, and then 40 to the left. 40. All right, so if you should check this link, and when you hover on it, it shrinks. So to do that, just come down to over, and then select over animation and choose shrink. So when you hover on it, it will shrink. And then one thing you can barely see here is a background shadow, is a drop shadow that I added to this button. So we're going to add a really cool shadow there so as to make this button pop up the more. So you just need to click on this box shadow, and then we're just going to find a suitable color we can use. All right, so I have this value here, and then this is what I'm going to be using. So for the horizontal, I'm going to put it at 12, and then vertical can be around 11. Okay, so the block can be around 30 rather. So we're going to use 30, and then you can see we have a shadow at the background of the button. Okay, so you can see this button is a little bit far from this text here. So to edit that, we're just going to click on this button, and then we're going to edit. We're going to move to the advanced section, and then we're going to remove these links together. We're going to remove these links, and then we're going to add -15 to the top. All right, so it is much more better this way. So if you should check this coming soon page, this background is not white, so we need to change that real quick. So come down to Elementor and then select edit section, this middle here. So come down to style, select background type, and check color, select color. So under the color picker, we're just going to type in this value here. So it says 7A7 I said 7 FAF4FF. So this is the color we're going to be using for the background of our page. All right, so what we need to do is to add a little bit of padding to this section here. So edit the section, come down to advanced, remove the links, remove the values, don't link them together, and at the top you can add 190, and then at the bottom you can add 190. All right, so what we need to do next, we're going to do that later on. We need to remove if you should check, we still have the header, we have the footer, and then there is still some padding on our web page. So we need to remove that, because we need to just show this template only. So before we remove that, let's just add the last thing, which is this social media icons here. So to do that, click on this and then search for icons. Okay, we can see here social icons. Just drag and drop it there. All right, so what we need to do is to select circle here. All right, so moving on to style, we're going to change this from official color to custom, and then the primary color is going to be as it is, and then the secondary color is going to be this normal color we've been using, 171717, and the primary color, let's just make it transparent. All right, so for the spacing, we're going to add a little bit of spacing to the icons here. So we're going to add a spacing of about 15. All right, so moving on, we're going to add a border to it. So we're going to choose border solid, and then the width is going to be 2. So the color for the border is going to be 17 17 17. All right, so we have the links here now. So we need to give it a little bit of space between this button, and then we need to add a little bit of space to it. So what we need to do now is to add margin. So come down to advanced, and then under margin, let's add 15 to the top. All right, so it is looking exactly like our demo templates. So let's remove the padding right now. What we need to do is to come down here, select these settings at the bottom left corner, and then we're going to choose Elementor canvas. This is going to remove the heading, it's going to remove the header, and then it's going to remove the footer, and it's also going to remove extra padding here. So before we do that, let's just do one thing. Let's edit this section and come down to layouts and then stretch section. So this is going to stretch the section to the edge. So we can just come down to settings and then select Elementor canvas. So we have it here now. This is covering the whole of our web page. Okay, so we are done with this tutorial, but there's one thing left. We need to check whether it is responsive on the mobile version. So to check that, we need to click on this responsive mode here, and then we're going to check this mobile version. All right, so it is looking good so far, and then there's nothing really to change here, but there's always a problem at times with mobile phones, and then some elements appears to touch the edge of the screen. So let's just fix that real quick. So edit this section and come down to advanced. So under advanced, we're just going to remove this linking, these values that we added to the desktop. As you can see, it has changed to mobile. So any padding we add in the mobile version is going to apply to the mobile style only. So we're going to remove these values, and then we're going to add for the mobile version. So we're going to add the 150 for the mobile, and then we're going to add 150 to the top, and we're going to add 15 to the right, and then we're going to add 150 to the top and then 15 to the left. All right, so we're going to reduce the size for these fonts here. So let's just click that and then come to style typography, and then let's reduce the size to something around 40. Okay, so we are good to go. We're good to go, and everything is working fine. So we should check it now, and then if we should go back to desktop. All right, so this is how you can create the template. So let's do one thing. Let's just publish it, and it says hooray, your page is live. So what next? Let's apply this template to our website, and then put our website in a coming soon mode. So let's come down to our dashboard, and then come down to Elementor tools, and other tools. You need to come down to maintenance mode. So here we're going to choose template. So let's refresh this web page. Okay, so we are going to choose our mode, coming soon, who can access, custom, and we're going to use admin, and then choose the template. So this is the template we just created, coming soon templates, and then we're going to save changes. So it says maintenance mode is on, and then if you want to edit the template, you can just edit the template here. So let's actually see whether the maintenance mode is on. So let's check this website in an incognito mode. So let's just check now. As you can see, our website is in coming soon mode, and then nothing is visible to the public. So if they should search for something on the website, let's say they should use /blog, they will still be redirected to this same templates that you added, the coming soon templates for your website. So this is how you can put your website in coming soon mode, and then continue working on your website in the background till everything is fine to be published live on the internet. So thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful, if you found it helpful, Make sure you share this video to your friends, and then don't forget to subscribe. And also you can join my Facebook community. The link will be down in the description below. And if you need more templates, you can just check out my website and then download free templates for yourself. If you also need more WordPress helps and tips and tutorials, you can check my blog where I give you different tips for WordPress and then how you can get the best out of WordPress. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.